Hey guys, I'm Brian D. Basinga and welcome back to another video on becoming Brian D. So the purpose of this channel is just for me to share a glimpse of my life with you guys so we can just grow together through this next chapter of my life. We were going into high school and I was like, you know what, like let me apply to one of the other specialty programs in my school because I just felt like I had to go somewhere, you know. And so I applied to pre-governor school, which is like the 2-year program that you take before you go to governor school, which is another 2-year program, which is dual enrollment with one of the community, or not one of the community college, one of the universities like in the area. And
I didn't even get into pre-governor school.
I got into like the biotech and engineering program at some other school, and I was like, you know what, at this point I'm just gonna go to that school because like I faced rejection twice. I didn't get into TJ, didn't get pre-governors. I need to do something. And so I remember I was like dead set on going to that other school, and that's the school that I was not zoned for. And then at some point I got an email that said that they
accidentally canceled
my transfer to that school, and they said like if I'm really passionate about it, they can reverse it and I can still go to the school. But then I kind of just realized,
it's whatever.
At this point, maybe it's not meant to be. And so that's how I ended up going to Battlefield, which is the school that I'm zoned at. And that school, it was an IT school, and so it had a lot of different strands of IT. And the IT program it was so good. Like we had so many options, and it was growing as we were going through the program, so there was more options every year. And I just think it was Professor Drake is the one who ran that situation, and she did a really good job of making the dual enrollment possible through that. And essentially, the moral of that story...
No, it's not even done.
So we keep going and we get to sophomore year where we're applying for governor school. And so I do my application and, I'm realizing, I haven't done any research. Don't have any research, and they have a whole research section and internships, and I've barely done anything. And, I go through all that and then I don't get into the governor school. And so at that point, I've just faced
rejection after rejection after rejection.
And it's not even college after, it's just high school stuff. And so to me, I was like,
no, this is not gonna happen.
And so, as you can tell from my reaction video, at that point I had already established that I wanted to go to Stanford. And so I was trying to do all these things to help me get into Stanford, but they weren't going to plan, obviously. And so then I was like, okay, you know what, we just need to do our best and just keep grinding and just trying to maximize our chances of having options to go out of state once you get into college. So that is essentially the backstory of everything that I kind of went through before senior year. And in another video, I'm going to talk more about what I did in high school, because I'll talk more about all the extracurriculars that I did. But as you can tell, I was just always, I don't know, I feel like it's when you're coming up with your college applications, you have to think about what you've essentially been spending your time doing for your whole life. And you can kind of find little trends and I always wanted to do this. I just kind of gravitated towards doing this, and that can kind of help you put together what's first of all what you want to do in college, and then how you want to package yourself to these colleges. And so I just knew for me I don't back down from a challenge, and I'm always trying to find solutions to whatever problems I face. And you'll see once I start talking about my essays, I just kind of use that as my my image. I wanted to be someone who looks for solutions, solution-oriented person who is goal-driven. That's essentially, I realized over the past however many years, that's the kind of person that I was. And so that is where I'm thinking I want to end off for this first section. But essentially, I want you guys, for people who are watching this to plan their college applications, just think about who you are and who you were growing up. Think about how you've grown over, it doesn't even have to be all the way from your childhood, but maybe just throughout high school if you've grown a lot. And just think about what that growth says about you and what parts of that growth you want to share to kind of sell yourself. You have to sell yourself here. But yeah, I think that is a general, overview of what Brian did with his life. So I don't know why.
I really don't know why, because at some point I was just tired, but
we'll get into that later on like the high school focused stuff. But essentially that is what happened before high school that I actually ended up using in some of my essays, which I'll show you guys in future videos. And so I know many of you guys were waiting for like the stats, like, you know, just want the hardcore stats, and that will be coming. It is coming very soon. And so in the next video, I'll actually be getting more into what I did in high school and then what actually made it into my application. And so you'll see there's a big difference in like everything that I did versus what made it to the application, but you have to stay tuned to hear more about that. All right guys, so with that, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below any other requests you guys want me to do. I have a lot of ideas and a lot of stuff that I have to get out that I've been filming throughout my senior year, so I'm gonna have to figure out when to like fit things in. But do that. Follow me on Instagram at Brian D. Basinga and on TikTok at Brian D. Basinga. And yeah, share with a friend, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and kind of find this insightful. But I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye guys.